Hello, and welcome to KHM Today, your weekly new resource for industry news and straight up fun. I'm Chantelle.
And I'm Brigett Gerber.
And today we are here at Beaches Ocho Rios with Stacy, our kids camp manager. Good morning, Stacy. It's so great to meet you.
Good morning and welcome to Beaches Ocho Rios Kids Camp. We're happy to have you.
We are so excited to hear about your autism program.
And I'm excited to tell you about our autism program. All right, so at Beaches Ocho Rios, you would have known that we are autism certified, advanced autism certified, in fact. And with that, we cater for children and adults with special needs, not just autism, but just about any special needs there are on the spectrum. All our caregivers are trained in that aspect and ready to give anyone that service. So, yes. We have what is called a buddy service, and the buddy is a one-on-one interaction with children with special needs. I said children, but of course, like I said earlier, it's really anyone with special needs, because to date, our eldest that we have seen is a 31-year-old. And I must tell you that the very first time she went to the ocean was here at Beaches Ocho Rios with her buddy. I'm always excited to say that.
Got goosebumps.
Yes, so autism program, there is a online travel questionnaire that families can fill out prior to coming to us. And once they've done that, then they send it back to us, and it gives us, a little heads up as to the child or children who are coming to us, and that will help us to better take care of them. Now, the program doesn't sit one place. They can come in, use the kids camp program. They can go wherever the family would like to have them do the buddy service, the beach, the pool, in the room, whatever they're comfortable with. It's service at the family's command. So whatever they ask, then we provide.
Dietary restrictions. Is that something that the parents fill out on the form before they come?
Yes.
So you're aware of that as well?
Definitely. And if that's missed, when they get here, they would inform us. We have a logbook, so all that information is logged. So, it's pretty safe.
Okay.
Yes. If there are dietary needs, then we have our culinary concierge desk that facilitates that. And we do feed them if required. Some children on the spectrum, they do not speak. So we ask that families who have aid to have their children communicate with us, then they'll take that device as well to help us help them.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's amazing. They would come here and they would have fun. Most times the way they came, they don't leave that way. They are more integrated in social activities with other group. They get to, and children with autism, they do things their own way. There's no telling how they will function. But most times when they come to us, they're well advanced. They're ready to take on just about anything after living here. Just to let you know too that our Sesame Street program also has a member who has autism. I'm not sure if you're aware, but then we have Julia who has autism. And in a few minutes, we'll get to meet Julia, actually.
We get to see her.
So Julia is a 4-year-old little girl. She's usually a happy little girl.
Okay.
She does things her way. So she comes to us in the kids camp for an activity called Amazing Art with Julia. And that's where she introduces different materials to us that we can use for art. Of course, her favorite is the paintbrush. She loves the color yellow, so she'll do an amazing job with painting with yellow. She usually walks around with a stuffed animal. Now that animal name is Fluffster, and that helps to keep her calm because like any other child with autism,
Sure.
they look who's here.
Oh, hi,
So this
Julia.
is Julia,
Come join us.
and of course that's Fluffster.
Hi, Fluffster. Oh, how beautiful. Oh,
Hi, nice to meet you.
hi, Julia. Nice to meet you.
Now that means she's extremely happy to see you.
Hey,
too.
we are too. How exciting.
We're happy you could join us. Do you love being here? Yeah. And you love being with all the other children? Oh, I bet.
And do you love Stacy?
So is there a fee for the guests when they bring an autism child?
All right,
That
so
fits into a different type, spectrum.
yes, if it is where they're utilizing the body service, then there is an additional cost, and the cost is $20 per hour, and that goes up until 11 p.m. After 11 p.m., then it's $25 an hour and an additional $20 service charge. But like I said, children will, interact differently, and sometimes they would come and are able to fit into the regular kids camp program without the body. If it's a case where the family has more than one children on the spectrum, then they will let us know, and we see how best we can integrate them into the kids camp program. If that doesn't work, then we recommend a second nanny for that child or children. Yeah. So
how many nannies do you have?
Currently, we have 14 members. And of course, if the number increases, then we will bring in more, because other persons on resort are also certified by the IBCCES.
And if something would happen and you need to communicate with the parents, how do you do that? Do you do it by text or WhatsApp or?
Mostly by text messaging. On resort, it's not allowed for you to have your telephone. However, for that service, we do allow that for the communication process. Other than that, the family would inform the nanny, the body, of their location and all that. Like I said, we would have already gotten the pre-travel questionnaire, so would have basic knowledge as to the do's and don'ts, how to. So it's very rare that we basically need that kind of communication. Yeah.
How intense is your certification?
Well, it's what we do every day, so it can be, because we do the exam yearly for recertification. We have actually just finished doing that, so it's something that we're pretty used to. So intense, not really, but there are questions on it that the answers are pretty close, but it's not really, because it's something we do every day, so we're very much accustomed to it. It's a part of us now. Yes.
And what made you decide to get into this line of work?
Well, I'm very passionate about children. They're usually so dear to me. And so growing up, I've always wanted to be a teacher in the classroom. But then that can be not so much fun. So here am I, where I get to teach, to educate, and have great fun.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the activities that you do with the kids?
Sure. So in the kids camp, we do water-based activity, we do crafts, we do fine motor skills activity, especially with the young ones. So it ranges and varies. So we'll do craft like string craft, sand craft, and for the Sesame Street activities, there is always some STEM activity that takes place there. Are you okay, Julia? Yeah?
We're happy that you joined us today.
Are you ready to go, Julia?
Are you going to go color?
We heard you like to paint. Is yellow your favorite color?
Would you be able to paint us a picture before we leave? Okay.
And as I was saying, Julia, can we say goodbye? Bye-bye, Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Thank you for coming.
Bye, Lobster. Bye-bye.
Yes, so there are other activities that we do. We do fashion shows, we do talent shows, we do slumber parties. Pretty much every night we have a different theme activities. So there is always something exciting to do in the kids camp. And we don't only do our activities in the kids camp, we do outdoor activities. I would have mentioned going to the pool, going to the beach, and we do utilize the main stage area. That's where we mostly have our fashion show, because we get everybody involved. We also do pool parties on Saturdays with the entire resort, and they get to do like glow sticks, glow party. It's a fun activity. So they use all their, imagination to create their own things.
Well, we did get a tour, and everything is just set up so nice for the kids,
Thank
for the
you.
different age groups. So that we appreciate you letting us come by and see everything.
Thank you. We're happy to have you.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We have
My
so
pleasure.
enjoyed interviewing you, and we're just very excited to see more of the resort. But this especially just speaks to both of our hearts. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Great meeting you.
Thanks for having us,
Pleasure.
Stacy.
Same here.